Hi there, hello. Welcome. Yes, this is the Cyber Design Lab. Have you been before? No. Okay, well, my name's Jen. I'm going to talk you through what we do here and what we're going to do with you today. Does that sound okay? Perfect. So basically, as you are in your cybernetic suit, you know that you can have different appearances, right? Well, here is where we make that happen. So we're going to let you choose different faces, skin tones, eye colour, eye shape, eyebrows, body shape. Basically anything you want to look like, you can. So you've got your head-up display there. Yes, that's what I'm going to be working with. But first, I just need to take a few measurements of your actual frame, if that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to start. Do you know your height? Approximately, okay. It should all be programmed into your suit, so that should be fine. Just getting some rough measurements there, just so I have an idea of what size we can fit you with. Just get across your shoulders there. Yep. And your wrists. Let me just... Okay, this wrist. And before we start, do you need a glass of water or anything? Okay. Right, so I'm going to take some measurements of your face now. This is just going to fit over your face plate. It's not going to be painful or uncomfortable. And I just want to make sure that the one you're wearing now is the correct size. Has it felt comfortable? It's quite new, okay, so it should be the right size. When did you get it fitted? Okay. And they took all the necessary measurements and things then. Okay, just got the beyond eyebrows. You could just look straight at my nose for me. Okay. And then I'm just going to use this and actually stick it to your forehead. And it's going to stay there while we do all the other things as well. And I'll take it off at the end. I promise I won't forget. Okay. So this is just going to center everything just on your forehead. Just like that. How does that feel? Comfortable? Okay. So I'm just going to get connected to your head display there. Let me just make sure. Okay. Are we online there? Is everything clear to see? Alright. So the first question that I have to ask is, are we going for male, female, gender neutral today? You can always come back and change it whenever you'd like. Okay, so we're going for female today. Perfect. Alright. And are you wanting to stay the same age now? Age up, age down? We don't do below age 18, so just stay the same, okay? Perfect. Yes, okay. So the first thing we're going to look at is skin tone. So as you can see, there's going to be 4 different options on every screen. And I want you to just basically decide which one you'd prefer. So we have the darker skin tones, then we have lighter, and then I added just a little fun one. I thought kind of a pastel green colour might be an option. Everything's in fashion at the moment, so yeah, we can also change it to pinks or blues. Okay, that one. Alright, so we've gone with that one. Perfect. Now, are you wanting to stay with the same kind of face structure that you have now, or maybe a different shape? About the same, okay. So if we're staying on that, why don't we look at some different eye shapes? Yes, so it all changes on the head-up display, so everybody else will see what you choose, but your actual facial structure won't change, I promise. So there's no actual surgery or anything like that. It's basically just the hologram that everybody else sees. We also do a 2-year guarantee, so if you're not happy with it, or if you just fancy a change within them 2 years, you can come back and get that done for free. Okay, so let's look at these 4 different eye shapes. We've got the more almond shape. We have a very wide eye, very round. Then we have kind of mixture of the 2 of those. That one's probably our most popular. And then we have a more downturned eye. It's up to you. And remember, you can always change it if you're not quite happy with it. Okay. Go with that one. Now, as for eye colour, I've chosen these 4. We have kind of the more natural ones, the green and the blue, although I've gone for the more icy shades of those. And then you can see I've got the pink and the red as well. Yeah, and the red tends to give off a bit more of an intimidating look. So if that's what you're going for, feel free. I find the pink is a little friendlier, it's a little softer. And then if you just want to go for a more normal eye shade, the green or the blue. Okay. Even at the end of this session, if you don't feel comfortable with whatever you've chosen, we can change that. Alright. So we've gone for eye shape. What about lips? So we've got the various shades and things which you can choose from if you like, or you can stay with the natural look and then add the different colours whenever you want to match different outfits and things. So I've chosen these 4 different lips for you to look at. We have the softer, rounder lips. They're a little more full on the bottom. Then I've chosen the ones that are equal across, so they're even, the bottom and the top. Then I've chosen the one slightly downturned mouth. People tend to shy away from this one, but it's actually very flattering, and it means when you do smile, it's kind of lights up your whole face. And then I've also chosen the kind of wider smile if you want a more open, approachable expression. It's totally up to you. Okay, brilliant. Now, eyebrows. This is something that a lot of people tend to forget about, but eyebrows can change the entire look of a face. So were you thinking of thicker or thinner brows? So let's see what we've got. So I've chosen too thick and too thin. So we have the neutral thick, which is the ones that go straighter. They're not frowning or they're not kind of looking upwards, they're just straight. Of course they change when you change your expression. This is just the neutral setting of them. Then we have the slightly inward thicker brows. They're kind of frowning a little bit. Yes, it's that resting face. But again, if you want the more intimidating look, it's totally up to you. Then I've got two different thinner brows that you can choose from. We have the upturned brows. Yeah, they can make you look a little bit sad sometimes, so that depends on the person. And then we have the more neutral, slightly downturned brows. Okay. So we've done eyes, lips, brows. You're sticking with your face shape, right? What about hairstyles? Yeah, I've got some short hairstyles and some long hairstyles to show you. So I'll show you the short ones first. Yeah, so these are all kind of just above the shoulders. So we've got the poofy kind of bob. I think that could suit your face shape quite well. Yes, they're all holographically generated, so there'll be no upkeep. If you do want to change the style, for example, do an updo or like a messy ponytail, we can program that in as well. Yeah, you can change it with just the touch of a screen. Okay. We've also got the side parted, smoother bob. So that's more professional, maybe if you're going to a business meeting or something like that. Then we have the more angled bob. It's a little bit shorter and it does have the micro bangs as well if you wanted to go with that. Yeah. And then the final one is the very short cut. So it's almost like a pixie cut with kind of a heavier top. Well, don't choose just yet because I'm going to show you the longer hairstyles as well. So these are all a little bit longer. We've got the middle part, kind of smooth style that goes just below the shoulders. Then we have the side part wavy. It's kind of thicker and fuller. Yeah, a little bit playful. Then we have the long bob, so it just brushes the shoulders and it's got the longer fringe as well. That one's fuller too. And then the last one is basically just a long straight hair. You can have the middle part and on the side part, whatever you want. I'm going to go with the longer one. Okay, which one were you thinking? That's a great choice. Okay. Right. Now you've chosen your hairstyle. What hair colour were you thinking? Were you thinking more natural, more wild colours? Something with a bit of a pop. Okay, so we'll miss out the natural and we'll look at these brighter colours. Yes, so we have the bright yellow, which is the one I'm currently using. We have the pop of red. It's like a bright cherry red. Yes. We have the blue. And then finally we have the green. Do any of those kind of catch your eye? Okay. Great. Now, as for body type, of course you can choose to stay as you are. Everyone's perfect as they already are. Or you can choose to change your body type slightly if you want to. We can even make you a little taller, a little shorter. Well, I'll show you what you got. You don't have to change if you don't want to. Okay, so we have the very tall, lean option. This is more for kind of runway models, things like that. Very slim, long limbs. Then we have the pear shape, which is smaller on the top, and then the wider hips, wider thighs, very nice in long flowing skirts or fitted trousers. We have the more apple shape. Obviously no human being is actually shaped like an apple, but it's just what we call it. And of course we can make these taller or shorter, up to you. Then the final one is the classic hourglass, if you wanted to go with that. So wider shoulders, narrow waist, and then going out at the hips. You're going to stick with your own. I agree. I think that's the best, yeah. Okay, now we've done all the main body changes. Do you want any extras? So we do things like piercings, tattoos. Again, none of them permanent. It's all just the hologram that covers your body. Yeah, I'll show you what tattoos we have. So we have the softer versions, which are the feathers. You can choose from any of the feather designs. They're very light touch, kind of minimalistic. Then we have various mandalas. They're very popular at the moment because they're all unique. The code writes to your DNA and creates its own very unique mandala, so that's cute. Yes, you can have it placed anywhere on the body. And then the final tattoo style is the thicker lines. So you could have something like the skull and crossbones, or perhaps something more feminine like a rose. You like the idea of the unique mandala, yeah. So do you want the one that's coded? Do you? Okay. Alright. Go with that one. And whereabouts would you like that placed? Alright, I'll make a note of that. Piercings. things. We do face, we do body, we do ears. Just ears you'd be interested in, okay? So I'm going to show you here on my screen. These are the various ear piercings that we do here. So we have the lobes, which is just the regular, and then the upper lobes. We have the helix, flat, depth, tragus, which is this part of your ear that connects to your face. We have the forward helix, which is the front of your ear. The rook, which is just here. Vertical tragus, so that's this part again, but with two little piercings. Or an orbital, and that goes all the way around this part of your ear. Would you like any of those? That's totally fine. I'll let you think about that for a while. Yes, so let me just make sure that I have everything I need. Yeah, if you could just confirm your full name for me. It's perfect. And your date of birth. And your current address. How do you spell that? Okay. And will you be paying today or at a later date? Yes, you can pay with credits, that's fine. Okay. So if you just hold out your wrist and I'll take the payment. Perfect. So I'm going to take off that measuring device that I've got on you there. Let me just take that off. Okay. You feeling alright? Yep, so I'll get that all programmed in. Yes. Basically what we do is we create a special chip. And that will slot into your wrist just like your payment cards and all your other chips. And then you can take it in and out, and that will be your whole new look. You can get all sorts of different ones if you want to come back and get another one. You can change it for different occasions, all sorts. Well, thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed your visit. I'm going to get started on that chip now, and it'll be with you in the next couple of days, okay? Brilliant. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.